Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Pillars of Eternity 2. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today as we did 3 fights, or maybe 2 fights for the surviving phase. We did a bunch of fights here in the Slay Seek Endure, the other thing, the expansion. We've been doing it for, and now we have the surviving phase talking to us. The crowd's continued applause slowly dims into a distant hum. As the din fades, the apparition you saw above the valley congeals before you.
How many desperate souls have spent the last shred of their existence in futile attempts to end yours?
I know, right?
Still, you endure.
I know, right?
As each strike of the stone sharpens an obsidian blade, so too does each battle chisel away one's imperfections. Until only the will to survive remains.
You again. What do you want?
I want only for the crucible to endure. It cannot if the souls rage against one another. They will open a path only to a champion, and only a watcher can walk it.
The more you tell me what's going on, the better I can assist you.
The heart of the crucible has clotted. The flow of souls has been choked.
I really hope we can destroy the crucible.
Those who perish here no longer feed Kazuwari their strength, but instead infest it with disharmony. But I am as a fish attempting to describe the current. This will all be clear when seen with your own eyes.
I don't know what this question is supposed to be. All who?
The faces of the hunt.
Sure. I encountered another of your kind after dealing with the Stelgar in the Lowveld.
The slaying face, the embodiment of Tawamawai's passion for the kill. He was one of the rare champions to achieve victory in the Crucible without a pack.
And a woman in robes also revealed herself to me.
The seeking face lurks above the slaughter she helped create.
I've heard enough.
The deciding matches draw near. Fight with Tawamawai in your heart, and you will outlast all opposition.
The silhouette of the Amawa blurs, their features congealing into an uniform glow that dissipates into nothing as the roar of the crowd rushes back into your ears. And in the same dialogue, we had the word congeal twice, which is a lovely word. It's not really. It's really gross, and I hate it. But also because it's weird. But for me it is weird. But maybe I can get the belt to work now. Nail.
You're back! Does that mean the belt is ready?
It's feeling pretty warm.
Excellent.
Neil takes the offered belt, setting it on his cart, and affixes a pair of copper wires to the Adro buckle. They run to a small gauge before terminating in a pair of flasks. The liquids in the flasks shimmer with essence.
Interesting. Still not quite as strong a charge as I'd like, but certainly far better than before. And I have you to thank for it.
He sets the belt down and produces a chalice.
I created this with what you brought me before. Proof that the theories are sound, that the process works. I want you to have it.
As he pushes it in your hands, warmth emanates from the cup's carefully worked copper. The liquid it contains bubbles quietly.
One moment, please.
He turns back to his device, works at it with his tools, and then turns back to you.
Here, it should hold a stronger charge now, provided you engage enemies with stronger souls.
He returns to the belt to you.
Truly, though, I can't thank you enough times. Was there anything else I could do for you before you get back to advancing the art of animancy?
I'll look into that. This is something that I sort of forgot, and it probably shouldn't. In regards to
What can of course
in regards to coming back to him, because I don't know when that advanced. I don't know when we unlocked that quest. But I'm gonna make it a point to come back when we do the next fight, which we will do, but first we're gonna need to get a new quest, we're gonna need to go and get the things. It's all a big thing. So this thing, what does that do? Once per rest, copper twines the base of this chalice before rising to its mouth and dipping within. Though it radiates only faint, comfortable warmth, the clear liquid within seems to boil constantly. The liquid tastes slightly sour. So I burn the attackers and get freeze and burn armor rating when hit in melee. I don't fully understand what that does, but it does. It does. And also I need this to go over there. Good.
Ah, Watcher. I hear tale of another artifact ripe for the reaping. Welcome back. I hope I can be of service, friend.
Yes, the artifact.
Rare is the hunter as interested in the past as the present. The surviving face would have you seek a fellow survivor, clinging to life in a harsh waste, alone among the shifting sands. Seek a stone there, forged in the heart of the world.
He pauses, mouth slightly open as if to say more, but instead falls into silence.
You now know.
He pauses.
As I know.
He bows his head, and the bushy tails... No, not tails. The bushy eyebrows. That's a different thing altogether. Do the wiggle, jiggle, and we are out of here. Because we need to go to places out in the open world. I don't actually know where that would be the one that we just got. I know one of them is just bought in Nekataka, I believe, so we're gonna go there. But let's just go into the world map first, and then we'll... Actually, you know what? Let's just go into the boat first, and then we'll look at the journal. Right here. Okay, so down here we have the Uncut Gem. Harsh desert wasteland. Ngari learned that the stone can be found with a solitary survivor clinging to life in a harsh desert wasteland. In the heart of the world. What am I supposed to think of that? Oathbinder's Sanctum. Mother's Bane. Well, I'm supposed to look it up online because I'm not about to go around. I mean, it could be here for all I know. I'm not about to go around the whole map. Yeah. I have no idea what the heart of the world is. It's over here, in Poco Kihara. Let's see. Where's the... There. Oh, we can see over here. It says the fast mode. I'm very bad. Remember how I was saying there's no way to tell if the fast mode is on over here? Yeah, it's up there. I don't really understand why it is up there. Why it couldn't just stay down here. It's not like there's not room over there. But maybe there isn't room over there because of the... You know, this has to fit screens that are smaller than 1080p, which is what I'm playing at, or, you know, recording at anyway, which is already too big. Recording on YouTube for 1080p, like, you're maybe watching this... It is possible that you're watching this on a 1080p screen at full screen, and then you're seeing the same thing I am, but most likely you're not. Most likely you're watching this in a window, or you're watching this on your phone, and it's most likely not maximized, and if it is... well, I suppose it might be. Where are we right now? Did we get stuck on things? I think we got stuck on things. I'm not really sure why. Anyway, we need to come over here. It is somewhere. I believe it might even be here. Yes. You notice a small pavilion containing a large weathered statue of stone a little ways off the path. It appears to be a Huana shrine. and we're gonna identify it because we're very good at no. Yeah, we are. A pair of stone eels twist up the sculpture. Each eel's mouth clings to the other's tail, creating an unbroken circuit, an Ouroboros. It's not called that, apparently, over here. It portrays Rikuhu and the Juana's rendition, which is the Juana's rendition of Bareth. Ramble about how that might not be the case, and it is, obviously, but anyway. An inscription runs along the shrine's base. Some flee, others fight. Rikuhu consumes all. Pollen and dirt dust the statue, and grass grows wild at its base. It seems sometimes since this shrine was tended to. We can meditate on your travails and rest. I suppose seated at a shrine, you steady your breathing and allow your muscles to loosen. You organize your thoughts, setting them in order. When you stand, everything seems less perilous or more attainable. Finished, you return to your travels. No, you don't. This might search the surrounding area. The air around the shrine is clear and may prove to be a good place to rest. Oh. This is not it. Let's go to Poco Kihara. According to the wiki, it is a palm tree, I think, east of Poco Kihara ruins. That didn't look like I could go east at all in the world map, but it might be in here. Either way, we're about to find it. Even if it isn't here, we're just gonna figure it out. Sorry, camp. This does feel promising. Because, you know, these things tend to be found in these things tend to be found in these maps. Although we are not finding anything. It stays permanently highlighted for some reason. Yeah. No, it might be over here. Yes. This is a palm tree. This place reminds me so much of Tyranny. Not just because Tyranny does have a couple of places like this, but also everything is dead. We found something.
See in the light.
And what we found is an uncut gem. A literal diamond in the rough. This unworked gem glimmers from within with soul energy and feels even heavier than it looks. I suppose for people who handle gems very often, they can probably tell just, or guess, I suppose, how heavy the gem is going to be. But materials have different densities. Like, for example, a slab of wood is lighter than a slab of stone. Probably most, irrespective of what kind of wood and what kind of stone we're comparing. But, you know, for example, metal can be very different, because a slab of aluminium, for example, is a lot lighter than a slab of gold, for example, which is super heavy. And for stones, it's the same. Some stones are really heavy, others are not as much. So I don't know how it looks, basically. My point is to be pedantic, as you know well. So, let's see. Acquire the Titan's heart. Engari's information indicates that the heart of an ancient warrior has been imprisoned within a fortress of brass. I would have to infiltrate the fortress to retrieve the heart. The fortress of brass? Well, I'm not about to embark in a pointless journey. I do know of a fortress. No, actually, fortress of brass... No, it wouldn't be the Deadlight or Dunaj. It'd be the one in Nekataka. Let's do the other one, because I'm pretty sure it's the one in Nekataka, but let's do this one first. The shop... Oh, I don't know which shop it is in Pariki's Outlook. I know which shop it is. And there goes the... There go the... I say I know, because I'm gonna look it up. But I really enjoy the sea shanties in this game. They're not common enough, or they're uncommon enough, I should say, that they don't annoy me like they did, for example, in Assassin's Creed 3. Assassin's Creed 3, because they were... I was very angry at it. Also, not hangry, angry. Doesn't have an H. Pariki's Outlook is where we're supposed to go. Where, though? Well, the Dark Cupboard, obviously, which is our favorite shop, incidentally. Mostly because we got a friend from there. I say a friend, but an employee, I suppose. A crew member. Also because it's got a shop imp, and also it's got that thing over there. So, hello.
Buy something.
I do want to buy something. What exactly I want to buy is a different matter. I know what I'm looking for, I think. I actually don't know what I'm looking for. Quest items. What? It's not here? Or is it somebody else? Curious Lantern, name your price. It is somebody else. If you're a spellcasting type, the Dark Cupboard is worth a visit.
Happily.
No! Don't do that, that scares me. Quadra Trader. I don't know who I need to talk to. I know who I need to talk to. Sorry, whom I need to talk to. It's Ephraim over here.
Salutations.
Interesting. A familiar energy not unlike that which you sensed from the faces of the Hunt's artifacts emanates from the figure's left ear. And I'm gonna take the ear. You reach into the box, take hold of the puppet's left ear, and wrench it off with a loud crack that only barely masks the fortune teller's cry of surprise. The figure sits back in his box, blinking rapidly, one wooden hand going to the side of his head. He sighs.
I don't suppose I was making much use of the thing. Still, you might have asked.
I would like to have, but I can't. Bye. I still am not gonna ask to wish I were big, because I don't wish I were big. And oh, I need to look into what the other quest is, or where I need to go with the other quest, the brass thingy. I know where I need to go. I was right. It's the Brass Citadel. The Fleet Master's office is where we need to go. Now, there's a lot of places to explore there. These missions, I am playing them right now as I would have played them by myself. There's no difference here. I don't expect too many people to look for this stuff themselves because it's not rewarding. I don't think it is rewarding to explore. That's where what we're looking for. Easy.
Captain, give me
Maya.
the order.
Wait a little bit.
Quiet time.
Oh, that's not great. Oh, we did it. We did it. We have acquired the Titan's heart, and I didn't read its description, which I should have. Also, the fortune teller's ear. The wooden ear of... Oh, I should have known that it was a friend. We knew about a friend. The wooden ear of a friend, the Dark Cupboard's fortune teller of dubious talent, remains rough and splintered from its removal. Yes, I did a terrible job at it. This teardrop... I should have taken a Dremel to the thing. This teardrop-shaped chunk of Adra rests within the corroded remnants of a copper setting. A hairline fracture bifurcates the stone, but otherwise the Adra remains in excellent condition. That's not hairline, but sure. Though separated from the ground for centuries or longer, the Adra remains a faint luminescent glimmer, which, as I was saying before, I think I got cut off by the game a couple episodes back, maybe last episode, or I don't know. I was talking about this game retconning the rules for Adra. I am not a fan of that, honestly. I have complained about that right at the beginning of the Let's Play. It has been a while. We've been playing this for 2 years going on now, but I'm glad that I have been playing this for so long, honestly, because it's I love having a staple to come back to. Sort of. It's comforting. Ooh, a crowd congests the tunnel ahead of you. Oh yeah, because I was going through the tunnels. A confusing network of natural and Keith-hewn tunnels run between the Brass Citadel and the Gullet, sorry. Most of the larger thoroughfares are well-traveled and familiar, but the narrower branches that spread from them are a confusing muddle of twisting halls and dead ends. A tunnel along your path has collapsed, a giant rock, its new immovable door. Laborers mill about it, but there seems little actual labor occurring. You might be able to find another way through the city, but the detour could take hours, which is not a problem. So it's up to you, really. I can find a route around the collapse. I can speak to the workers. Let's go with that. The Reparu mutter among themselves, but grow quiet and avert their gazes at your approach. The Kawaro foreman glances up from a slat of palm and raises a hand. Greetings, noble watcher. We work to fix this tunnel, but for now, then, the way is closed. He bows his head. The servants of Nekataka always apologize for any difficulty or delay. Remember that with nothing but time and water, Ondra reshapes entire continents. I'm not gonna say that. I will. Shodi's gonna like that. No, I will not. That requires, apparently, a religion check. Or an intimidate check if I wanted to. What happened? One of the Reparu shakes his head. Surely you felt it, Akira. A great dragon went and flew over the island. It shook the whole city. The Kawaro frowns at the speaker and waves the Omawa off. You go be quiet. He returns his attention to you. You know, I suppose that's the Kawaro who's talking to me instead of the Reparu, or one of the Reparu. They know better than to blunt their teeth at their betters. The servants of Nekataka always apologizes for any inhospitability. No, that's not what it is. Inhospitality or offense. He provides another obsequious bow. I think I can help. The Kuaru's eyes widen. But Watcher, the city given us this task. The typos here are worrying. We stay working. We need not lift your fingers. Or you need not lift your fingers. Just so, Captain. That's the KO talking. We should not dirty our beautiful hands doing a laborer's job for them. He tips his head to usher you onward. No, we're gonna do the things with the beautiful hands. Send someone to push the slab out of the way. Dare, you got this. And Shodi, of course, he's immediately flustered by it. Dare organizes the work, but accepts the brunt of the heavy lifting. Soon, the massive stone growls over the smaller rocks beneath it, powdering each one with a satisfying crunch. The tunnel entrance howls softly as the wind begins to carry through it once more. One of the workers cheers, but the foreman slaps him upside the head. Shodi flicks her sickle back and forth, agitated. No, she didn't like that, because apparently that was irresponsible. 1 hour has passed. A musty wind whistles across your face. A seaborne stench on its breath, bearing a bleating clamor from the darkness, a cacophony of mindless chittering and chirping. For a moment you think you hear someone snapping their fingers. The shadows before you split and twist erratically, congregating and dissolving again before resolving into a bedlam of leathery wings. It's those things that attacked us in the beginning of the second expansion of the first game. I don't remember their name, but I think we're about to learn. No, it's just imps. It's fine. Dark home is new home, tears a shrill voice before you. A screech from one of the many imps crowding the tunnel. Leave! They flock forward, hideous cave bats fleeing before them. And not hideous, lovely cave bats fleeing before them and towards you. And you welcome them with open arms. And also a little bit of apprehension, because they sometimes carry things like rabies and whatnot. Anyway, the Huana scattered in terror because they're wimps and leave you to the beasts. What? Are we gonna fight bats? Because I think the creatures that I was referring to were actually bats. I'm forgetting the name of the battery. Yeah, Durgan's battery is the area. And in the beginning of the second expansion, when you go into a level that you didn't have access to, we're just destroying these. They're actually cave bats. At the beginning of the second expansion, we get attacked a lot by the creatures that I'm thinking of. And they're actually quite dangerous at level 12 or 13. That's mostly the level you would be at the beginning of the second expansion. Or 11, I suppose. I don't remember. You can go there earlier if you want to. The game lets you balance the game for your level. And we're just leaving. That was an interesting encounter. I don't know why that was an encounter, but it was. You know, and by why, I mean, like, why we got it. Because it was... I thought I had done the things. Anyway, we're out of time for the day, so we're gonna go back to the Crucible in the next episode, or rather in between episodes. But for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been the Pillars of Eternity 2. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.